New retail delivery from dealer stock by 1515. See dealer for details or call 1-888-556-FORD.
WFAN 2020 Sports.
Good evening, I'm Bob Huesler with a New Jersey Devils sports update. Again, the score here at the end of two periods, the Devils, on the strength of three first-period goals, continue to lead the Sabres at 3-1 New Jersey. Patrick Elias, Jordan Tutu, and Travis Zajac had the Devils' goals so far tonight. In the second period, the Canadians lead the Lightning 1-0. The Senators and Flyers are scoreless inside 4 minutes to go in the second period. Late first period, Hurricanes and Predators are scoreless. And also in the first, it's the Sharks and the Wild, no score. The Islanders play later. They're in Vancouver. This will be the fourth game of four straight in Western Canada for the Islanders, who will then complete their 5-game road trip with the game on Friday against the Devils. The Maple Leafs today fired their head coach. Randy Carlyle was fired 40 games into the season. Toronto 21-16-3. Baseball Hall of Fame is getting 4 new members this July. John Smoltz, Pedro Martinez, Randy Johnson, and Craig Biggio are all headed to Cooperstown. Smoltz, Martinez, and Johnson elected in their first year of eligibility, and Biggio, who is a Long Island native and the former Seton Hall standout, makes it in his third year of eligibility. Their induction date is July the 26th. Mike Piazza fell short by 28 votes, earned 70% of the vote. 75% is needed for election. Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, Mark McGuire, and Sammy Sosa again fall far short of election. The one-time Jets general manager Mike Tannenbaum is joining the Miami Dolphins as their vice president of football operations. College basketball tonight, second half scores. UConn is leading South Florida 51-35. Iona has a 60-50 lead on Quinnipiac, and Stony Brook in the second half leading at Columbia 56-48. Again, the score here at the end of two periods, the Devils lead the Sabres 3-1. This report brought to you by the New Jersey Devils. I'm Bob Huesler. U.S. gold medal hockey Olympians Alana Blahoski and Chris Bailey join Matt and Sherry after these words on WFAN.
You wake up one morning and there's no place to go. So you really do have to go out and find stuff.
Prudential presents Jed Stevenson, retired newspaperman.
My previous career, I worked for one of the world's great newspapers for 32 years. After I retired, I found that this was a place I could come, and age really doesn't matter. You're considered a boxer. Most everybody who comes here is somewhat fearful. They're looking to you as a trainer to help take them through that. And that's good for anybody. It changes you. My name is Jed Stevenson. I'm a boxing trainer.
Retirement is a chance to do what you love, and Prudential can help you get ready for yours with solutions that help provide financial security for your day one of retirement and beyond. Get ready for whatever your Chapter 2 might be at bringyourchallenges.com. Prudential, bring your challenges. Prudential Insurance Company of America, Newark, New Jersey.
This is Adam Henrique, and you're listening to Devils Hockey on the Fan, Sports Radio 66 on 101.9 FM, WFAN, and WFAN FM, New York.
Customize your Devils experience with the Flex Ticket Plan. Select the opponents you want to see along with your seat location. Pay no additional ticket fees and get access to seats for the 2015 Stanley Cup playoffs. For more information and to secure your seats, visit NewJerseyDevils.com or call 1-800-NJ-DEVIL and select option 1. Matt Loughlin back at Prudential Center after two periods of play. The Devils lead Buffalo by a score of 3-1. Patrick Elias, Jordan Tutu, and Travis Zajac with the goals. Mikhail Grigorenko countering for Buffalo, a power play goal in the second period. This is the Devils Intermission Report presented by NJ.PartyPoker.com. Visit NJ.PartyPoker.com to join the party tonight. And we are very pleased to welcome to the broadcast booth two members of the 1998 U.S. Women's Olympic team that won gold in Nagano, Alana Blahoski and Chris Bailey. And thanks very much for joining us during tonight's intermission. Met you both earlier tonight. There was an event sponsored by PNC, one of our sponsors. You got a chance to talk about the achievement, and it's the ultimate. Everyone thinks about a gold medal. Chris, talk a little bit about what 1998, that whole run up to Nagano and winning gold meant to you.
I mean, it was, you know, the most intense experience of my life. I mean, really to have my hockey career culminate in a gold medal was beyond a dream. But also to have, you know, 19 friends that are like sisters, and just kind of experience the whole thing with them, from the travel to the participation, you know, waving the flag, all of that. Awesome.
And Alana, you and your teammates were at the forefront of this sport exploding on the women's side. And what's it like knowing that you had that kind of an impact?
It's interesting because I have to be reminded, and I'm sure Chris could speak to this as well. Like, you know, we were just athletes, and we had a goal individually and collectively, and there were several, I mean, many pioneers prior to us playing, and it is a beautiful thing how the game has taken off, because it is a beautiful game.
Well, there are a group of young women from the Hockey and Newark program that practices and plays here in our practice facility, the Newark Health Arena Pavilion, and they were eyes wide open, jaw dropped, because if there aren't people to precede them to give them the opportunity, they're not playing this game. It's just incredible to have that kind of an impact. So, how did it all start? I asked you this earlier when we had the event. When you found out this sport's going to the Olympics, it's not just going to be a sport. It was always played internationally, but we're talking about the Olympics now. What was the reaction when you first found out, Alana?
I was tremendously excited. Growing up in Minnesota playing hockey in the middle of my two brothers and my father who had played, and watching the men win the gold medal in the 1980 games, I just wanted to be an Olympian. I wanted to do what they were doing, and I did not know any different. I didn't know that because I was a woman there wasn't that opportunity for me. So finding out that I would have the opportunity, it just made me that much more determined.
Did you practice your "Do you believe in miracles" call at some point along the way?
I think we watched plenty of the 1980 team, didn't we, to get ready. I mean, it was such an exciting event. I mean, really probably the sporting event of the, I mean, not even the decade, probably, right? Forever.
Century.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's official.
Is it official?
Yeah.
They've named it?
Yeah, the
awesome.
number one.
Yeah, it was incredible. But that game only gave the U.S. a chance to win the gold medal. They had to win the next one. You guys played Canada in the gold medal final. What was that game like, Chris?
Intense, because we had just beaten them the night before. What was the final?
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, we had a Valentine's Day meeting, right? We loved each other so much. We said, let's play on February 14th. But what was the score?
I think we beat them 6-4.
Yeah,
we came back from a deficit.
We scored a lot of goals on them just 2 nights previous. Then we had a day off, and then we went to the gold medal game. So it was heated, very, very heated. Stepping on the ice, everybody, the tensions were high.
Was there any concern coming off the win that, you know, sometimes playing an opponent that close after you've beaten them, that they have a little bit extra on the line, or if you're playing for gold, forget about it. That just goes out the window.
I think we just had the momentum, and we just rode it. We rode that momentum after coming back from being down and beating them on Valentine's Day, and we rode it all the way through to the final buzzer.
Yeah, and I think to beat them at the Olympic Games, even though it wasn't the gold medal game, was really kind of like psychological for us. You know, we had a very back and forth season with them. We'd won 7 times, they'd won 7 times, and in the previous matches leading up, and so that to kind of beat them at the Olympics, even before, I think I felt, at least, and I think the team felt this way, we felt almost like it was ours, right? Like we had beaten them here, and now we were going to just duplicate it. It was just basically going to be repeat. And it's hard to say that then, because you're so superstitious, but it really was a feeling I think we had kind of walking around the village after that win, that we're going to just replicate this.
And you did, as you beat Canada for gold. We're joined by Chris Bailey and Alana Blahosky, members of the 1998 gold medal team for the U.S. in women's hockey in the Nagano Games. When you look back at it and you get together, as you are tonight, or you get together with a greater group of teammates, not so much what do you talk about, but what do you look at and say, this is what made us who we were then? What was the spirit? Was it just simply talent coming together at the right time?
I think it was the right mix.
Yeah.
I think the team was selected for reasons maybe definitely not understood by the players, and maybe not even understood by the coaching staff. But I think there was a chemistry that I have never felt on another team before in my life. Like, we would do whatever was necessary for one another, but also for the coaching staff and for Ben Smith.
Yeah, I would say, I agree 100%. I think the chemistry, and I think if you brought those 20 girls here and you asked them all, but privately, I think you probably get that word or semblance of it from everyone. At least 99% of them. I think they would say chemistry.
Leading up to the 1980 games, and there's a famous scene in the movie, and everybody knows about it, where Herb Brooks has enough of the I'm from Minnesota, I'm from Massachusetts, and he just wants to bring the team together, and he just skates them after a terrible loss till they basically are exhausted and vomiting on the ice, and finally they come together. Do you have any issues like that coming together?
I don't think we had a lot of storming, as the sports psychologist would call it, storming, not being able to kind of come together, right? And I don't think we really ever had that, although we got skated until we puked quite often.
Yeah, but not because of territorial.
I think Monday mornings were just Coach Smith chose to skate us on Monday mornings.
Yeah, that was fitness day.
But it wasn't to break down barriers.
The last question, and we'll let you go, and we do appreciate your time. Alana Blahosky and Chris Bailey of the 98 women's gold medal winning team at the Nagano Games. What do you do now, and what does being an Olympian, not just an Olympian, a gold medal winner, mean for you, Alana?
I'm still very much involved in the game of ice hockey. I'm on the ice pretty much every day. Skating is what I do. I love to teach skating, and I work with young boys and girls, and I work with adults, and I work with professional players. It's very much part of my life, and I'm surprised by that. I've always loved the game, but never would I imagine being the age I am, still so having the game so deeply ingrained in me. It's a beautiful game.
We never know where the road will take us, do we, Chris?
Right. No, absolutely you don't. So I work for a company called Stryker Neurovascular. My company designs and manufactures devices to remove clots from the brain arteries for stroke patients. But I'm also, really committed to hockey at the grassroots level. Not as exactly like Alana is, but similar in the sense that I do private instruction, coaching, and I try to stay really involved with younger kids and give them the ability to kind of have that confidence and just know they can do anything in the sport of hockey.
Well, you are inspirational to a whole generation of women who are playing the sport now. Thanks very much for spending time with us. I appreciate it. It was great meeting you. Alana Blahosky and Chris Bailey joining us here during the second intermission. Devils lead 3-1 after 2 here against Buffalo. We'll come back, check the out-of-town scoreboard, and get you set up for the third right after this. You're listening to Devils Hockey on the Fan, Sports Radio 66 and 101.9 FM WFAN.
When it comes to hockey, you want your favorite players to stay healthy and on top of their game. Well, AmeriHealth New Jersey wants the same thing for its members. That's why AmeriHealth New Jersey has you covered with the answers you need to understand how the new healthcare law is changing the way you buy health insurance. AmeriHealth believes the more you know about your options, the less stress you'll feel. No one cares more about keeping New Jersey healthy, and no one is doing more to keep rates affordable. To learn more about health insurance that pays, visit AmeriHealthNJ.com. AmeriHealth New Jersey is a proud sponsor of the New Jersey Devils.
It broke box office records across the United States in 2014, and now it's back.
Nitro Circus Live! The world's greatest action sports show comes to Prudential Center on May 14th.
Hey guys, Travis Pastrana here, and we're coming to Newark for the first time ever. Do not want to miss it.
Featuring 40 of the world's best in FMX, BMX, and skate. Plus outrageous new contraptions off the 50-foot-high Nitro Gigantorib. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
This is Patrick Eliash, and you're listening to Devils Hockey on the Fan, Sports Radio 66 and 101.9 FM, WFAN, and WFAN FM New York.
The Devils will be back at Prudential Center this Friday, January 9th. They take on the New York Islanders. It's a 7 o'clock start. Great seats are still available. For tickets, visit NewJerseyDevils.com or call 1-800-NJ-DEVIL. Back here at the Rock, Matt Loughlin along with Sherry Ross. Devils out for the start of the third period. Buffalo will get out of their dressing room shortly as the Devils lead 3-1 after 2. Elsewhere tonight, after 2, Ottawa and Philadelphia are scoreless. In the second, Tampa Bay and Montreal are tied at 1. Carolina has a 1-0 lead over Nashville after 1, while Minnesota leads San Jose 2-0 after 1. In the first, Colorado has jumped out to a 2-0 lead over Chicago. Also in the first, Columbus leads Dallas 1-0. St. Louis is at Arizona. That'll be coming up in just a moment. Later on, Detroit at Edmonton and the Islanders at Vancouver. Chris Bailey, one of our guests, brought her nephew with him to tonight's event, and he got a chance to ride the Zamboni. I said, well, how do I get someone related to me to ride the Zamboni? And they said, you have to win a gold medal. So, there you go.
So, we've been eliminated.
Yes. I still have hopes, but at my age, it would have to be senior Olympics at best. Well, let's see what happens here in the third period with the Devils leading 3-1.
What the Devils need to do is reestablish themselves as the best team in this game, and they were able to do that in the first period, building that 3-0 lead. Sat back, I thought, a little bit in the second, were too passive, were a little too casual, and not physical enough. They were much more physical in the first period, so I'm sure that was some of the suggestions that were handed to them by the coaching staff in the dressing room. It's the sixth game, rather, that this triumvirate of Lou Lamoriello, Scott Stevens, and Adam Oates has been behind the bench.
And Lou Lamoriello has allowed that the work is not complete in any way, shape, or form, and so combination of that and Buffalo being a little embarrassed in that first period and playing better in the second made things a little interesting. Devils, though, still with the 2-goal lead as Corey Schneider moves to the goal to our left, and Jonas Enroth for the start of this third is in the goal to our right, and we are underway. Travis Zajac slide is out there. Zajac with the puck. Top of the far circle. Wrist shot hits Patrick Elias in front, dribbles through the crease and cleared away by Tyler Myers.
Patrick Elias, career point number 999 tonight, goal and an assist.
As the Devils' all-time leading scorer comes up on the 1,000-point mark. Puck rolls around the wall, and Elias will deliver the puck in.
Next goal, very big in this game because it either becomes 3-2 and then all of a sudden that becomes a tension convention for the Devils, or they reestablish a 3-goal lead.
Should Patrick Elias get that 1,000th point, and we say should only because we don't want to jinx him, he will be the 82nd player in NHL history to cross that barrier. Now it's Chris Stewart behind the Devils' net as it poked away by Jágr. Played out in front for Roney. Shot blocked by Henrique. Good work defensively by Adam Henrique in the slot, and now Scott Gomez has some room.
Henrique plays all 200 feet of this ice, and he was in good position, making sure he was blocking that shot from between the hash marks.
Here's Gomez crisscrossing with Jágr at center ice and playing the puck in. Gomez comes off for a change. Henrique has it. Feeds it to John Merrill. Looks around. Goes cross ice. Here's Helgeson delivering it to the circle. Far side for Jágr. Plays it in front for Zubris, but it's taken away by Hodgson.
Devils coming out with some good jump in the first minute and a half of this third period.
Sabres clear. Merrill fires one down for Zubris. It comes all the way down, though, for an icing call against the Devils.
Devils scored 3 goals on their first 9 shots on Buffalo goalie Jonas Enroth, but 0 for 13 after that. 0 for 12, sorry. My bad math.
Face off to the right of Corey Schneider. It'll be Grigorenko and Zubris on the draw. Zubris at center tonight. Camilleri's moved back to a wing spot for the Devils. Off the draw. Here's Delorier with a shot off the outside of the post. Now Delorier in the corner. Moves up along the far wall. Backhands down low, but it's taken by Zubris. He has some room left wing side. And Zubris plays it up to Ruutu. He's bumped off the puck at center ice. Ryder has it. Plays it back to his own end. And John Merrill in control. Merrill and Helgeson out there for the Devils. Eric Gelinas still not in the lineup. Battling an illness has gone on longer than the Devils thought it would. Here's Larson with a shot. That's off a stick in front. Played out of the near circle by Strachan, but blocked away by Ryder. Ryder looks around in the right wing circle. Can't get a shot off. Feeds the blue line. Larson rolls it down low. Ruutu tries to track it down as it rolls to the far side. It comes all the way out to the point. Here's Ryder with it, looking around. Comes to Larson near side with a wrist shot that hits somebody in front. It's at the skates of Ruutu. He can't find it. Now it's Ryder. Battling out high with Grigorenko, controlling as he has it on the backhand in the corner. Now looking to skate behind the net, and he does. Comes to the right wing side. Ryder to the blue line for Larson. Cross ice for Andy Green with a wrist shot gloved by Enroth. And he'll hold on as Ruutu battles at the side of the net with Mike Weber.
Good shift by Michael Ryder. Of course, he struggled this season. Long stretches without a goal. Long stretches where you barely even notice he's in the lineup. But he's just come off a good shift there. Some good possession time and hustling to get across the ice to the other point to keep a puck in. Those little things mean a lot.
Kind of a new start for Michael Ryder.
You know, when you get a coaching change, that's a fresh look.
Wrist shot from the blue line off the draw by Fraser, blockered away by Enroth, and now it's taken by Coletta. Snaps one right wing side for Tyler Myers. Between the circles it goes for Schaller, tapped away, comes back to Myers in the corner. For Schaller behind the net, tapped off his stick by Sestito. And now battle along the near wall. 16:45 to go in the third. Devils lead by a score of 3-1. No one gaining control as players work their way up toward the blue line. Now it's taken by McCormick. He's double teamed. Tutu, one of the goal scorers, pokes it out to center ice.
Yeah, Tutu has the go-ahead goal.
His third goal of the season. Elias his sixth. Opened the scoring at 3:44 the first. At 9:49 it was 2-2 with his third. And then Travis Zajac, a shorthanded goal at 14:39 as the Devils open up a 3-0 lead. Mikhail Grigorenko scoring for Buffalo in the second. So we sit 3-1. As we approach 4 minutes gone by here in the third, Devils out shooting Buffalo 23-13. Sabres dump it in. Merrill. Now for Zajac. Lifts it in the air to center ice. Patrick Elias reaches for it, can't get there. And now it's Tyler Ennis turning and driving it in. Schneider behind the net for Merrill. The crowd tries to give the club a lift with the cry of "Let's go Devils." Elias now for Camilleri, moving across the line, slows down, backhands one in front, goes off his skate, tries to tap it around, and does in on goal, but Enroth was able to cover up.
Yeah, Camilleri just whacking at it, throwing it in front, hoping it would hit a stick or perhaps go in off of Enroth, but Enroth covers it up. So a better start to this third period than the way the Devils ended the second. That's a good sign.
Yeah, if the Devils could just recapture the energy, they don't need to score any more goals.
Exactly.
It would be nice. But if they can recapture the energy, control play, they should be able to go away to the win here.
That's exactly what they need to do. You just want to finish strong, move your feet, be in position, don't allow many scoring chances, but don't go back on your heels either.
Off the draw, here's Henry. Now to Gomez in the left wing circle. Moves to the wall, plays it along the top of the boards. It comes to Weber, taps it quickly up ahead, past Brian Flynn, and out to center ice. Adam Larson in control for Andy Green. Green, 10 assists on the season, still without a goal. He has not scored a goal in his last 53 games. Puck knocked down and played with a high stick. Scott Gomez saying a Buffalo player touched it first after he knocked it down, but the officials disagree, so there'll be a face-off out at center ice.
Now, Andy Green's Ironman streak, which reaches 189 games tonight. He and Marek Shidlitsky are the only two Devils who have appeared in all 42 games this season. That really speaks to how many injuries and illnesses and other things have hit the Devils this season.
For a lot of reasons, Buffalo's only had 3 players play every game. Some of that's injury and some of that's illness, but some of it's just trying to work guys in and out of the lineup, trying to figure out what they have. A dump in hits Fraser up high.
Looks to be okay.
And shakes his head a little bit. I don't know exactly where it caught him, in the helmet or maybe in the shoulder, the visor. It was up high, though.
Yeah, twice he sort of reached up to the top of the left side of his helmet. That's the opposite side from where he took the puck in the face from Milan Lucic.
Here's the pass up ahead for Chris Stewart, slowed down by Shidlitsky, and the puck rolls in on Corey Schneider. Gergensons, Delorier, and Ennis. Tyler Ennis, Nicholas Delorier, and Zemgus Gergensons, the only 3 Buffalo players to have played in every game this season. Gergensen will be going to the All-Star game. If you missed it, he's been voted in. Latvia taking a page out of the Hague machine in Hudson County. And also the Daily Chicago machine. They voted early. They voted often.
It was legal.
And they voted him in. Worldwide balloting on the web, and Latvia got behind their native son. Arturs Urbe, another Latvian, is the goaltending coach for Buffalo. I heard he voted 400,000 times.
And Ted Nolan coached the Latvian national team.
Yeah, so Girgensons will be at the All-Star game. Puck cleared from the Devils slot. Devils break out. Here's Ruutu, always hit high at center ice as he dumps it in to Ryder. Oh, he took a big hit there from Ristolainen. A couple of fins tangling there. Here's Ryder skating out of the corner. Moves in front. Shot save made by Enroth.
Ryder knocked down after that.
And the Sabres clear. Short of icing.
Physical parts picking up on the part of the Sabres. Devils might want to answer some of that.
There was a fight early in this game. Mark Fraser and Chris Stewart at 3:48 of the first, 4 seconds after the Devils took the lead. It came on the ensuing faceoff after the Elias goal. Now here's Girgensons with it. This one wide of goal as it sails to the top of the crease. Now a shot from the blue line stopped in front. It's still loose. Ennis with it. And now it's Merrill who knocks it loose. And here comes Ajax skating out to center ice. Up ahead for Patrick Elias in front of the Buffalo bench. Moves across the line. Toe drag. Move. Wrist shot save made by Enroth. Patrick looking for his 1,000th point and 400th goal. Now it's Larson with the wrister. That's deflected off the glass. Zajac behind the net. Elias there too. Tries to play it in front. It's grabbed by Enroth, and there will be a face-off.
Clamps his glove on it. 13:08 left in regulation.
As we have a timeout here, Devils lead 3-1. You're listening to Devils Hockey on the Fan, Sports Radio 66 and 101.9 FM WFAN.
Ford Fusion.
All the boys and girls this year have been telling me they all want a Ford vehicle through video chats and chirps and text messages, you name it.
All I want is a new Ford Super Duty.
Ah, it's probably because of the Ford Dream Big Sales event going on now at your local Ford dealer. So obviously these children have visions of cool Ford vehicles dancing in their heads.
Can I please get a Ford Escape?
Oh, I hope that Ford has a much bigger workshop than we do.
During the Dream Big Sales event, lease a 2015 Fusion SE with no charge sync and sound for $169 a month for 24 months. Taxes, title, and license fees extra. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford Credit Lease. 2113 due at signing is after $750 cash back, plus £1,000 Conquest cash or RCL renewal cash available to current lessees of competitive or Ford vehicles. Payments may vary. Dealer determines price. Residency restrictions apply. Take new retail delivery from dealer stock by 1/5/15. See dealer for details or call 1-888-556-FORD.
This is Travis Zajac, and you're listening to Devils Hockey on the Fan Sports Radio 66 and 101.9 FM, WFAN, and WFAN FM, New York.
Your out-of-town scoreboard, as always, presented by Premio Sausage, real Italian sausage, real Italian taste, the way sausage should be. No score in Philadelphia. The Flyers hosting Ottawa. Claude Giroux returned to the lineup. He missed the last game, played here, that Philadelphia played, out with a leg laceration, but back in the lineup tonight. No scores. They play early in the third. Tampa Bay leads Montreal 2-1 now as they play late in the second. J.T. Brown and Tyler Johnson with goals in the second to give Tampa Bay the lead. Dale Weiss scoring in the first for Montreal. Eric Stahl's 11th. That's in the first. And after one, Carolina leads Nashville 1-0. Rest of the scores and games to be played later tonight. Coming up in just a minute as play is resumed here in the third. Face-off in the Buffalo zone. Sestito with a shot blocked away. 2-2 with a wrister. That goes wide, far side. And now comes out to center ice. Fraser will play it away as it comes near side for Zhidlitsky. Fraser playing it away from Cody McCormick. No Drew Stafford tonight if you're looking for his name. He's gone back home. His wife giving birth to their first child, about to give birth to their first child. Stafford drafted in the 2004 draft along with fellow North Dakota product Travis Zajac. Stafford with 20 points on the season.
So he's missed by them from the lineup tonight. He's been one of their top 6 forwards.
Zajac with a shorthanded goal tonight as the Devils lead 3-1. Here's Cody Hodgson in the left wing corner, fighting off a check from Marek Zhidlitsky. No, for Grigorenko. His shot is deflected out of play.
Cody Hodgson with a power move down the left side of the ice, knocked over Marek Zhidlitsky, and then sets up Girgensons for that shot that gets deflected, and Grigorenko for that shot that gets deflected into the netting.
After one, Minnesota leads San Jose 2-0. Jason Zucker and Jared Spurgeon, goal scorers for Minnesota. No Zach Parise in that game. He's gone home to be with his ailing dad. J.P. Parise fighting cancer. And a story was done last Sunday by Michael Russo. And Zach mentioned it when he was here that his dad stopped his chemotherapy treatments. As Zach said, they were just literally killing him, as the cancer was too, and he just said no more. At any rate, Zach is left to be with his dad. Colorado and Chicago, 2-0 Colorado in the first. Columbus leads Dallas 2-0 in the first. St. Louis at Arizona, Detroit at Edmonton, Islanders at Vancouver later on tonight.
A tweet from several of the Flyers writers is that Braden Shen took a skate to the face from teammate Wayne Simmons, so that's 3 skate incidents in a week for the Flyers. Michael Del Zotto took 20 stitches along his neck. Claude Giroux, a leg laceration, and now possible injury for Braden Shen. No further update at the moment, but he has left their game, at least temporarily.
Face off in the Devils zone, won by Buffalo. 11:45 to go in this third period. Devils lead 3-1. Buffalo with 14 shots on goal. They went 13-01 without a shot on Corey Schneider. Devils with 26 shots on Jonas Enroth and getting the 3 goals in the first. Now a little wrister by Weber in on goal. Bobbled by Schneider. He'll cover up as Stewart and Veroni try to dig it out. Veroni and Helgeson tie each other up. Merrill and Stewart talking to each other.
Yeah, Stewart just gave Merrill a little pop in the face. It wasn't even a punch, just a little hello. But Veroni was battling in front after Schneider looked like he was going to glove this easily, instead bobbled it. So Veroni, as you see when there's a loose puck, if there's no whistle, you keep fighting.
Veroni called up from Rochester, playing his first game this season. He played 9 last year. He has 1 goal in his NHL career. That was against Braden Holtby almost a year ago, January 28th of 2014.
I don't know why this isn't roughing, though. I don't think you're allowed to pop somebody in the face like that, as Stewart just did to Merrill. No call, though.
Off the draw, Molson with it.
Devils have had only 1 power play in this game.
Sabres have had 2. They've scored on 1 of them. Jaromir Jagr off for a hook when Grigorenko scored in the second. Now takeaway by Camilleri. Moves in deep, cuts it front, lifts one on goal, and it's off of Enroth and over the crossbar. Just took the puck away from Nikita Zadorov.
Camilleri got off to such a good start for the Devils in his first year after signing a free agent deal, and then has been sidelined several times in 3 separate incidents.
Still with 12 goals, leads the Devils in that category, but just said recently he's only starting to come back to where he was at the beginning of the year. Well, that'll be good for the Devils as they try to overcome this relatively enormous deficit. 10 points out of a playoff spot at the start of play tonight.
Yeah, keep him healthy, certainly keep the team healthy, and get everybody in the right spots.
Here's Henrique behind the Buffalo net. To the far corner, Gomez lets it roll to the point. Fraser cross ice for Zhidlitsky. Soft toss for Jagr out near the blue line. Keeps it alive, looking for Fraser. Dumps it toward the corner, but taken there by Hodgson. Backhands down low. Gomez after it, pokes at it. Comes to Myers. He's tied up a little bit by Henrique, and now Gomez digs it out for Zhidlitsky. Backhand pass to the blue line for Ryder with a slap shot blocked down high, and off to the races is Delorier. Ryder tries to get back. Delorier in the circle, overshot, and that's deflected out of play.
Ryder not the fastest guy in the world, but he was hustling to come back after his shot got blocked, and I think he was able to get a stick in there on Delorier's shot.
So good hustle by Michael Ryder. 9:53 to go in the third. Devils lead 3-1. You're listening to Devils Hockey on the Fan. Sports Radio 66 and 101.9 FM WFAN.
What compels us at Smashburger to smash all-natural, certified Angus beef to sear in the juicy flavor? It's a force of nature we call Flavorlust. It drives us to top that great-tasting beef with garden-fresh vegetables, real cheeses, and artisan buns. If what you're hearing makes your mouth start watering, you, my friend, are blessed with Flavorlust. Satisfy it. It's Smashburger.
Smashburger. Smashed fresh. Served delicious.
Introducing Smash and Dash. Visit ordersmash.com to order and prepay today.
Step into your favorite fairy tale. Disney on Ice presents Princesses and Heroes. Presented by Yo Kids Organic Yogurt. Travel under the sea with Ariel and Eric. Be a guest of Beauty and the Beast. Follow your heart's wish with Cinderella and Prince Charming. And experience the musical tale of Anna and Elsa as they bring you into the world of Frozen. Share these beloved stories with your family.
Come see your favorite Disney princesses, Princes and Heroes, playing January 15th through 19th at Prudential Center.
Hey fans, Lou Lamorello here, and this year's latest roster change is big. In fact, it's New Jersey's newest star. It's the all-new Mercedes-Benz of Caldwell, formerly Globe Motors. Shop over 300 new Mercedes-Benz at incredible prices and payments. Mercedes-Benz of Caldwell, New Jersey's newest star.
This is Adam Henrique, and you're listening to Devils Hockey on the Fan, Sports Radio 66 on 101.9 FM, WFAN, and WFAN FM New York.
Devils back in action on Thursday night. They're in Boston to take on the Bruins. Our coverage begins with the Geico pregame show at 6:50 here on the Fan, Sports Radio 66 and 101.9 FM, WFAN. Faceoff is in the Devils zone, so it must have been Delorier's shot that just went out of play, and nobody got a piece of it. Off the faceoff, a shot by Stewart, stopped by Schneider. Now from the far wall, a shot, and then a shot off the post. First shot from the wall was stopped. It was Flynn, and then the rebound put off the post.
Baroni with the rebound try, looking for his second career NHL goal.
It's only 3-1. Devils with the 2-goal lead, but lots of time left. 9:20 to go in this third period. Puck in the Buffalo zone.
I don't think the Devils needed a wake-up call, but if they did, they just got one with that shot off the post that had Schneider spinning around.
Yeah, the alarm went off as Zajac bats a loose puck into the Buffalo end. We're brought to you tonight by Smash Burger. Smash Burger, smashed fresh, served delicious. Here's Gergensen's across the line. Backhands toward the corner. Zadorov was after it, then peeled back. Devils don't clear. Ristolainen with it. Sends it to the right wing corner. Andy Green there. Checked on the play by Ennis. Now Zajac gets a piece. Puck comes loose. Here's Molson backhanding toward the corner. It deflects to Gergensen. He protects on the backhand. Runs into Andy Green and a referee. Now peels up toward the wall. Backhands for Ennis. Coming out of the corner. Sends one cross ice. Here's Ristolainen along the goal line. Cuts in front. It was poked away by Green. Now Ristolainen with again. Elias has been knocked down. Shot by Ristolainen. Stopped by Schneider. And the Devils clear out to center ice.
Elias tangled skates there with Ennis. They both went down.
Now Gergensen's back across the line. 8:14 to go in the third. Buffalo's picked it up now, trying to get back in this one, trailing 3-2. Devils clear Henrique after it. He loses an edge, goes tumbling. Still after it, though, takes it away from Zadorov. Sends one in front, and shanking the shot as Jagr picks it up. His drive from the goal line, blocked away by the defense. And McCormick goes out to center ice. Checked hard there by Henrique. And as the puck comes loose, Devils gain control.
Henrique has really had a hard luck game. 3 good scoring opportunities in the first period, and just lost an edge as he was coming down the right wing on this last shift.
He was.
Yeah, and it is right now. January 6th, 9:13 p.m. And I just filmed what you just heard. This whole thing is 37 minutes. Oh, wonderful. I'm shutting it off now.